Hello there, how are you all doing? This is a bit of a talky vlog. It's a bit of a Q&A, or shall we say a frequently asked questions, because there are certain questions that I get asked all the time, and I want to sort of do a little video, a bit of a midweek thing to address a few things. One of them's a bit of an elephant in the room. It's something I get asked all the time, and I just want to be transparent about something and speak the truth, tell you what's happening. Nothing scripted, nothing rehearsed. So yeah, I've made a note of some of these questions. I can't get my glasses on. As you're watching this, I'm off on a jolly. Oh look. Hello there. That's my daughters. So I ought to have been organised and had these questions ready, didn't I really? But that's typical me, because I'm rushing about today. I've got a train to catch. Oh, wait there. I need to start this again, hang on. Wait there. You see, this is the main thing I wanted to talk about. Look what's arrived. Hang on. I've not even got it out of the box yet. It's me 100,000 subscribers plaque, wall plaque. I'm going to put it in back at van, and you get a nice letter from Neil Mohan, the YouTube CEO, telling me you're absolutely amazing. It's funny because it says we like your content and we'll be watching what you do in future. And when I read that, I thought, you know, you're not sat there watching. Oh yeah, you're not sat there in YouTube offices thinking, I wonder what he's going to do next. Of course you know, I'm small fry compared to some of them big channels, but it's such a amazing feeling to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I want to thank every one of you that has subscribed. Really appreciate it, and it's been quite a journey, and there's a few things I want to talk about in this short video. About how things have changed and how things are changing, and a lot of questions I get. So as I said, I've made a note of the questions and the brief things I want to talk about. First question is, yours is the best channel on YouTube. You are an incredibly handsome man and hilarious. How can we support your channel? And that's from Helen. So thank you for the question, Helen. To support the channel, just subscribe. It's completely free. Obviously, I'm just messing. So this question I get all the time, right? Oh, set that off, it's too hot. And it is, where is the van? And some people are all right with it, and but I get like a few, this is supposed to be van life. Well, can I say it's not supposed to be van life? It's a channel that I started, and my very first video wasn't van life. It was just about my life, and then van life became a part of it, and I got a lot of subscribers. But I've done some studying of my statistics, and I've seen where most of my subscribers have come from. And yes, a lot of subscribers have come from the van life videos, but equally as many have come from Benidorm and Spain videos, and absolutely loads, if you've been watching my figures, you'll see over the last month or so, have come from the train and the travel stuff. So every time I put a travel video on now, I get a few, as I say, not everybody's being funny, but I get the odd funny comment where people say, well, this isn't van life. And you know, I'm sorry, but I just need to talk about it with you. If you've noticed, a lot of van lifers are moving away from van life, and there's a few reasons. I mean, van life became massive after the lockdown, didn't it? And everybody was doing it. And then if you've noticed, there's so many channels that are like buying houses, moving away, doing different content, and I guess people just evolve and you change. And I'll be completely honest with you, when I put a van life video on, it doesn't do as well as my other content. And this is my job, it's a full-time job, and this is to provide for my family, and especially my daughter. And I wouldn't really be able to, I'd struggle to do it full-time if I was just doing van life stuff. But I just want to assure you that there's still going to be van life on this channel. There's still going to be me and Helen in the UK going on trips. It's just, I've been enjoying myself. I've always mixed my content up anyway, but I've just been enjoying myself doing these challenges and going on these trips. And you know, I've only just hit 100,000 subscribers, and I'm already at about 113,000 subscribers. So it's gone up an extra 13,000 in the space of a couple of weeks, well, 3 weeks or something like that, with me, just because of this content. And it's and people are enjoying it, and I love that people are enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it. And any money that I make, I'm putting back in to create more challenges like that. And I've got some really, I'm trying to build up to really big ones all around the world. But I just want to assure you that I've not forgot about van life. I still live in my van. I'm in my van all the time. And I've never been one of those channels that just sits, oh, let's talk about power banks, let's fix some cupboards or do some wiring up. You know, my van life content was always just about me and Helen sort of traveling somewhere, and then, you know, you'd have a bit of content in back at van, and we're still going to do that. As I said, I've just been experimenting with different content. And somebody's told me, somebody who's quite experienced in the whole sort of, so who's worked in TV, and he said that your channel is what they call a personality channel. It's about you and Helen. It doesn't really matter what you do. And so, you know, I take a lot of solace in that, knowing that we can try and mix the content up. And you're not going to like everything, do you know what I mean? But end of the day, it's just what it is. I just wanted to assure you that I've not packed van life in. There's still be more coming up, and there's some coming up in the next few weeks. Another thing, and I weren't going to say this, but I've got to say it, van life's a little bit cliquey. When it comes to trolls, everybody gets trolls, and after a bit you get used to it. It don't really bother you. But you always get more on van life videos, and it's a bit weird. You always get that, oh, you're not doing proper van life. You get trolled off other van lifers. It's all a little bit sad. I think we should all stick together, and, you know, we're all at different stages. We're all doing our thing. We're all YouTubers. We're all living as dreams, aren't we? And I don't get the clickiness and the bitterness from, and I've not had much of it, to be honest, but I've got quite a few friends that are van lifers, and it's happening all the time. They're all falling out with each other. I'm like, can't people just get on? I don't know. It's, you know, the people that subscribe to watch us Benidorm content, when we do something else, when we do van life, they're not coming on and saying, well, this ain't Benidorm. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you've got to accept with my channel, you're going to get a bit of everything. If you see stuff you don't want to think you're going to enjoy, then just skip it, and, you know, rest assured. There's loads of van life channels, isn't there? End of the day, there's some brilliant van life channels, and I still watch it. But that's you know, there's a few other reasons it's not doing as well. It's like, how could I put it? Because I'm a business, aren't I? At the end of the day, I'm not doing this just as a hobby like some people do, and fair play to them. I'm doing this to earn a living, and I'm lucky in the sense that I live in the van, so I don't have any outgoings as such, so I can experiment with my content and do different types of stuff, and I can invest in videos. My trip to Malta and all that, I'm not going to make any money on that whatsoever, but I like to think it's getting me, sorry, I'm in a car park, I thought there was something, it's getting me new subscribers as well. It's getting new people to the channel, and I can see that when those videos, they get suggested on some really big channels, so I know it's helping me reach a wider audience. And imagine you're a business, right, and you're selling t-shirts, and you've got this design, and you've always done this design, and you started off with this design, and it does all right, but you make a little bit of money on it, it's not bad, you do okay, a few people like it, and then you've got this new design, and it's selling like hotcakes, it's doing really well, everybody's loving it. You're not going to stop doing it just because you want to do it. Do you know what I mean? You're still going to keep doing your original stuff. I'm making a right mess of trying to explain this. It's just the other videos get so much more interaction, they get people enjoying more. Van life, but my original posse, my original crew, I'm never going to forget about you, and I'm always going to be doing bits of van life. But just don't think I'm going to be sitting it back at van making fried egg sandwiches and reviewing power banks, because I'm not going to do that. So And on that bombshell, on to the next question. These are not specific, you know, these are questions I get asked the most. So it's all, they always ask about what's happening with van life, where's your van, blah, blah, blah. Then another one we get all the time, where's Ellen? Why ain't Ellen on this video? And I realise that a lot of you have joined me at all different stages in my sort of, my journey. You've joined me at different stages, but I just need to emphasise this a little bit, that this is my channel. As much as I love Helen to bits, and she's a star and she's amazing, and I'd have her on every single video, it's my channel, it's about me, and Helen makes her cameos. And the thing is, Helen has a fantastic career and she's very driven and she works a lot of hours. Not only that, she's got 2 kids, so whenever we can match up our times, we do stuff together. We love doing it, we have a right laugh. But most of the videos, it's just like me billing homeworks, isn't it? This question, there's a couple here that we've talked about these before, but everyone asks, where did you meet Helen? That was on Tinder, and that was about nearly 6 years ago now. And what does it say on Helen's necklace? She's got, we get asked this on every video, because she's, well, every video Helen's on, and it says Jamlen, and it's just a daft thing she did. It's an amalgamation of James and Helen, Jamlen. So that's what that says, because she's a right nerd. And when she had it done, she was sat there, we were in a pub or something like that, and she's like trying to bring, and me being a typical bloke, I didn't even notice. Next question I get a lot, what camera do you use? And it's this one that I'm on now, and it's called a DJI Action 5. I used to use a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is better quality image, and it's a fantastic camera and I absolutely love it. But for my style of vlogging, I'm just walking around and filming like that, this camera's better, because whatever you point it at, it's filming. The DJI has got a built-in gimbal and you have to sort of aim it, and sometimes it drifts a little bit, so it takes a little bit more to set up a shot. And when you're going around a city or sightseeing or something like that, it's just easier to press that button and point it than lining everything up. Both brilliant cameras. I'm just using this one at the moment, and I will go back to the Pocket 3. This one's come up a lot. Not a lot, but a few times. Why don't you get a proper job? Get a proper job. What do you do? Well, this is a proper job. It's my dream job. I absolutely love it, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm not lucky, because I am incredibly lucky. But I've created this. If you watched me from the beginning, you know my story. You know how much I was struggling, and I was... What was that? Oh, I think somebody's making silly noises. I think there's a horse in the field next to me, and I think the horse just did a real big trump. Do horses trump? Of course they do. So what were I saying? I created this this job, and it is a job, and I'm not going to make out it's like working down pit or in steelworks or working as a teacher or all these difficult jobs, but it has got elements that are quite hard. There's all sorts of, you never stop. It's the longest hours I've ever worked. Like I said, it's editing and stuff, so it's not physical graft, but it is a proper job. It pays me quite well, and it provides for my daughter, and I'm putting money to side for the future, because who knows how long this could end tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen with YouTube, so I've got to sort of save me money and stuff like that. And as I said, I'm lucky that I don't have any bills. I don't have a mortgage or a rent. I don't have gas, electricity, any of that. All I've got is me, my diesel, food, my daughter, and the money that I put back into the channel, because I do put a lot of money back into it. So that's, yeah, get a proper job. I think the people are just having a go. This one triggered me, to be honest. This was yesterday. And trolley comments, nasty. I don't mind a bit of banter, and I don't mind, but some people are just nasty, and I got the feeling that this woman was being nasty, and she said you should be spending time with your daughter, not on holiday all the time. And what a few people fail to grasp is because last week they seen a video in Malta, and then the week after they see a video in Rome. What they don't realise is it was Rome one day and Malta the next day. It was 2 days. So you're not waiting a week and filming it and putting it out. I see my daughter. I shouldn't even need to justify this, because these people that comment on my personal life, they've no idea what I've been through and my relationship with my daughter. But I just want to explain that I have alternate weeks with my daughter, and then I have school holidays. So when I'm not with my daughter, I'm vlogging all week just about, and then I'll get 2 weeks worth of vlogs. So that's why you'll see. So technically I'll get like at least four vlogs, and sometimes if I don't, I'll do stuff like this when I just do a talk in front of the camera, because it's easy to do. That's all heavy stuff. I just wanted to get that out there. Keep your comments coming, I really appreciate it. And but yeah, nasty people like that, you just get blocked. You get blocked because I ain't got time for losers like that. Nasty people. And that's one of the reasons I don't put my daughter on videos. I know some people put the kids on. I don't want to put my daughter on, and basically because there are some right Fruit Loops out there. None of you lot are great. My subscribers are fantastic, but there are some Fruit Loops, and they're completely cuckoo land. And we've had a couple of dealings. We've had a couple of Fruit Loops, but we don't sort of engage or anything. They're just blocked. They're blocked from everything. And you know, we've had virtually stalkers and stuff. It's mental. There's a lot of mental health issues out there though, isn't there? And you know, not being horrible, but it is what it is. Right, what else? I get this question quite a bit, and I was thinking about this. What YouTube channels do you watch? And I watch loads of YouTube. My favourite YouTuber is Simon Wilson. Helen says, you've got a man crush on Simon Wilson. And it's only because I go on about it, because I watch every vlog he does. I think he's brilliant. He's just a lovely bloke, and I really like him. So somebody said on one of my videos, oh, it's like Simon Wilson this, and that must be where my inspiration comes from, because I was like so chuffed that somebody had said that. I also like Ryan Trahan. He's a bit of a younger audience, but he's good. He's really good. I like his editing. I know he don't edit himself, but I like his style. It keeps you watching. You can't not watch. I mean, obviously I talk about all my friends like Scotsman in Tenerife and Northerners on Tour and all other sort of channels. I watch tons of van life. Gosh, Hannah Ricketts. I like Hannah Ricketts. So what Hannah Ricketts has done, she's clever, and she's seen Gary Eats, a great channel, Gary Eats, and Walk With Me Tim, another creator, Walk With Me Tim, who I like and admire. And what she's done is she's thought, I like Gary Eats. This is my theory. There's no evidence of this. He's never said it, but it's like she's watched Gary Eats and she's watched Walk With Me Tim, and she's thought, right, I'll put my personality on them. So every Tuesday she does food reviews, and every Sunday she does hotel reviews. And I think she's got a fantastic personality. I think she's great fun, so I like her a lot. Do you know, I can't think of any others off the top of my head, and they'll come to me. I might pause it and have a did I make note? Oh yeah, right, there's more. I ought to just look through my subscriptions who I'm subscribed to, but there's that many. There's a channel called Small Brained American. Love him. He's a bit controversial. It's amazing how many people don't get it. Do you know what? It's like my sense of humour. I say things and I'm joking, and people, I guess if it's first time people's ever seen you, they don't get your sense of humour, and I get a lot of stick. One of my favourite lines is when I'm ever abroad, I go, oh, it's in foreign. That really offends some people. How dare you, you're racist, blah de blah. And I'm like, it's a joke. If anybody, it's making a fun out of me. Do you know what I mean? And I get that all the time. Oh, you're always moaning. I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go over the top, but you know my personality. I said somebody picked up on that. it's like so obvious a joke. When I talked about Colosseum, I says, oh, it needs a bit of work. It needs something doing. It's in a bit of something like that. And people think I'm being serious. It's an old building. And I'm like, you don't say. Small-brained American, brilliant. He does. If you like that sarcastic sense of humour, you like him. There's a young lad called Ed Chapman. I think he's from Leeds. I like his stuff. He's good. Right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just load up my. Where do you find your subscriptions? I'm just looking through my subscriptions. That's who I'm subscribed to. Oh, doesn't it just give a list? Right, Ryan Trahan, Beck and Beyond, obviously. Sans Beanstalk. He's mental. Planes, Trains, Everything. That's Scott. Love his channel. Water Me Tim. A newest channel, Queen of Freedom. She's a van lifer. I've seen her video in Barnsley. Steve Marsh, Penguin Zero, Simon Wilson, Creepy Joints. That's one of my best mates. Johnny T. He's just started, so I'm gonna get him on channel when he's just learning his trade. Johnny T, funniest bloke ever. But I'm gonna get him on at some point. Life is Too Short. Something about artificial intelligence. Mac Master, Scotsman in Tenerife, Jay and Carolina, Small Brained American. Who's that? You know when you subscribe to Lil Dicky, I like him. Benny Dome Stuff, Benny Dome Enthusiast, Lucy. Max Fosh, I've not watched him for a while. Love Sundays, Paddy Galway, that's also a bit. Well, Love Sundays is van life. Socks with Sandals, he was one of the originals that I subscribed to. Mallorca Under the Sun, she's a friend of mine. Alex, what's this guy called? Carl Rock, just subscribed to him recently. The Endless Adventure, I like them too. She reminds me a bit of Helen, you know, a bit mental, but in a good way. It goes on. There's loads. I need to sort it out actually, because you know you go through different phases, don't you? And you subscribe to them and then you stop watching them after a bit. So that's my subscriptions. I watch YouTube all the time, and I will not blowing my own trumpet here, but I don't think there's many people that know as much about YouTube as I do. When I say I'm a nerd, and I've talked about this, the amount of spreadsheets and databases, I have software that's pulling data in from YouTube to analyse all my statistics, and that's why I can tell you which videos are doing best. I can tell you which, well, anybody can tell you that, but I can tell you which videos are pulling my viewers in and where, and do you know what I mean? And that's why I analyse it, and that's why I mix my style up. I tried food reviews. They didn't really work as much, so I stopped doing them. I always fancied doing that, but that's a bit difficult now because I'm trying to lose weight. And I get a lot of people saying, oh, you've lost a lot of weight. I've lost quite a bit, but it looks like I've lost more than what I have. I've just lost it mainly off my face. I'm still got quite a bit of a belly on me, beer belly. I've got to get rid of that. So yeah, food reviews don't really go well with that, does it? Because if you watch all food reviews, they're all getting fatter all the time. But I like that. I'd like to have a go at hotel stuff again, like Walk With Me Tim. I'd like to put my angle on that. And it's like him, I know he gets a bit of stick sometimes. But, oh, what are you doing stuff in America for? You know, we want you to do English stuff. Well, I'll tell you why he's doing it. Look at his subscribers, that's why he's doing it. He'll go and do a video in America and in a few days he'll have 1 million views. You know, at the end of the day, he's a business, isn't he? And just because Dave from whatever enjoys one particular type of video, it doesn't mean to say they've got to there's not just you in the world. Do you know what I mean? These are people that, it's their channels, they're created, they know about their channel. I know about my channel, I know what does better, I know what direction it's going to go in. And if I was just doing van life, I'd be bored. I'd lose interest. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people as well. That's why they're all going in different niches. There's some massive channels, mainly like American channels. There's it Kate and Nathan Kate. I don't watch them. It's not my, no disrespect, it's just not my type of thing. Kate, Nara and Kate or something, and Eamon and Beck, and they all start out as van life and then they go into more travel. Because, let's be honest, you earn more money doing travel stuff, and that's why I'm here. So on my recent train coach type sort of challenges, I'm going to try and keep up in the game. In fact, as you're watching this, I'm on one now which is hopefully going well. Who knows, because I'm recording this on Monday and you'll be watching this on Wednesday, so I'll be on it. I've got a flight in the morning early. I have literally just booked a flight, a mega cheap flight, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. It's not where you think it is. It's quite a way. It's 3.5 hours. That's your clue. Mega cheap flight, and I've had an idea for a challenge, and I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew, because like I was talking about having my daughter, I've got my daughter next week and I've got her from Sunday, so it changes with school holidays and everything, so I need to be back on Saturday just to get stuff sorted so I can pick her up on Sunday. So I'm flying out Tuesday to this location and I've got to be back for Saturday, and the more I think about it, I think I doubt I'm going to do that. But whatever, it'll be. I'm not ashamed to fail at a challenge. I'll just say I failed. There's a van coming up, so I'm going to have to pause it in a sec. I'm outside my unit. I have a lock-up unit. When people say to me, they say, "Where's your van parked?" when you're on these trips, and it's usually here. I'm just going to pause you a sec. Hey up, I made a bit of a mess there, so I cut you off to because there were a van pulling up outside of me for the next unit, and then I forgot to record the second bit. I did it, but I didn't record it like a wally. So now I'm in a hotel at Manchester Airport. I'm at the Ibis budget hotel because I've got a flight really early in the morning. And I didn't want that video to end abruptly. Let me show you this. I always stay here. If I've got an early flight, or me and Ellen are going on a trip, we stay here. 68 quid we've paid for night. And that includes breakfast as well. Your bathroom. I mean, it's nice. It's small and compact and everything. It's a little bit tatty and that, but do you know what I mean? Comfy bed. What more do you want? And this is my stuff. Parts. A lot of people have asked me what rucksack I use, and this is a Tomtoc, Tomtoc, and that was on 35 litre. It was on, they're on Amazon, and I have all my clothes packed in there. Of course I've got my laptop, I have my bum bag, which is there. I normally just carry that separately, and then I have this thing, so all my like cables and everything, my mouse, for when I'm editing, because I edit. See, this video I want it to be out, my next video I want it to be out on Sunday, so I'll be editing as I go along. So you know, when I'm in hotels or, you know, in airport or whatever, I'll just get laptop out and do a bit of editing. Anyway, so what, I can't remember what we're talking about. Let me see what we're talking about, and then I'll continue. Hang on, I'll just bring it up. So let me put my glasses on. It's not good getting old. Right, let me bring it up. It was this one. What did I just say? Yeah, I don't think I was saying anything in particular. I was talking about the challenge. But yeah, I just want to... I'm going here, it's better light. I just want to assure you that there will still be plenty of van life. If that's your thing, if you like the van life, there will still be plenty of van life on this channel. But there's also going to be lots of other stuff as well. One other thing I wanted to talk about is a comment I get occasionally, and people say, "Oh, you've changed," as if it's a negative thing. And do you know what? I have changed. I've gone from absolutely broke, skin, struggling with anxiety, to just be more confident and a little bit better off. Do you know what I mean? I'm still the same person, nothing else has changed, but because I come across more confident on camera now, it don't mean I've changed. You know, my beliefs and everything are the same. I'm the same person. It's just how I come across, maybe. So there you go. I need to time away. It's getting on now. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Oh, it's 10:30 and I'm up about 4. So I really need to get my head down. So I'll wish you all a good evening and look out for this next video after this on Sunday, hopefully. Fingers crossed it'll be out on Sunday. And it's going to be a challenge. I've been thinking about it. I've come here on train and I've been thinking about it all the way on the train. And I'm thinking, I'm not being negative, but I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm not going to complete it. I'm going to do it. But there's no chance I'll do it and get back for Saturday. But you'll see in that video, it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to take you to places that you've probably never seen as well. Ooh. So hopefully it all works out. Anyway, I'm off to bed now, so I'll see you next video. I'll see you on Sunday. All right. Thanks for watching. Love you. See you in the morning. Ta-ra.